Who talks about Armada 2.0, I swear to God I will come for you.
Saying that they are surprise mechanics, and people love surprises.
To get a Baneblade, the plastic Baneblade, to sell in the store at ROE Games, 19 Park Lane, Havelock. Come by, see us.
AOSKey here, and this is By the Numbers.
This week we're going to be going over character creation for Wrath and Glory.
My name is Keith, or you can call me ArmorBoy21. It's my gaming deck. Today we're going to go over D&D.
Oh, hello there.
Your armor, sir?
Whoa!
You take 7 points of damage.
Alright guys, we're rocking out really hard tonight. So what we got going on is Crease.
There will be swearing and or shenanigans of the adult nature.
God damn it!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Gamer Interrupted. My name is AJ East Coast, and I am your host for tonight. And with me, I have with me Sono Kid. How you doing tonight, man?
Hey guys, how's everybody? Thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
For those of you who do not know Sono Kid, which you should because he's amazing, Sono is one of my dear friends. We've met here on Twitch. He is a Twitch streamer. And he has built this incredible community, and I just needed to talk to him, needed to find out all the good information tonight for this interview.
Yep, good to be here, and well, let's get to it.
Yeah, we can jump right into it, man. So, Sono, tell us a little bit about your. Before we get started, though, I just wanted to say, remember the 5th of November, first of all, and second. This is the 25th episode of Gamer Interrupted. 25 episodes, man. It's been since March. Thank you so much. Hyping the chat for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And I remember the very first time that we were able to get the episode up and running on Apple. I really got to say this, man, because we wouldn't really be. I personally, as a podcaster, as a journalist, wouldn't be where I'm at right now if I didn't learn the ropes from you and from King Scuba Steve. Because honestly, who else was I looking at? And you guys taught me everything. And I remember posting that and saying, shout out to these guys for showing me the way, how to be a streamer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, man.
It's like we're planting the seeds, and then for you to let it grow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, 25 episodes later, couldn't think of anyone better to celebrate with. But yeah, we'll hop right into it. So where are you from, man? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as Cap would say, I'm just a kid from out of Brooklyn.
Hell yeah.
Even though I'm not from Brooklyn. New York City. I born and raised here all my life. Grew up in Queens. I'm talking comic books here. Spider-Man, in the area, of course.
Hell yeah.
But I was just a boy growing up, loving to play video games, and just been. I always wanted to not game, but I always my side brain was like, oh, do I want to just play video games, or do I want to be something like professional, I have a real job. I was like, you know what? I kept just playing video games, and of course, adulthood came, and then we got serious.
Yeah.
We were like, so gaming has been a part of my life, my entire life. So I just love to play, and when I heard of this Twitch platform thing, prior to that, I was in this app called Vine. Vine was like my go-to space. I don't want to focus on reality. I want to just film stuff me being silly, and I wanted to be an actor.
Okay.
So I tried acting classes in school, And I don't know about you, but most people are like, it got to a point where it's like you want to do something, but then you just like, okay, I'm bored of it.
Right,
So it's
right.
like I've always wanted it in the side of my brain, like I wanted to be an actor, but never got to that goal, never accomplished it.
Well, you
I
had a
was like,
lot of content on Vine from what I saw. I remember you had the Tiggle Bitties guy, I think, and there was one. Didn't you have something about Naruto as well?
yeah. Well, that's the thing about Vine is that it's in New York. New York City is where most of the big Viners were. So I got to interact. I did some couple collaborations with them, and it kind of helped me like get noticed and everything. So it got me more like oh, maybe I could just just grow and do creative stuff, video editing, all that stuff on Vine, and it took off. So
Would you say that that was maybe the start of starting to collaborate with other content creators for you?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
definitely was.
That's awesome, man. What was some of your favorite vines that you did? Some of your, because you said you want to do like funny stuff, right?
Yeah, there's this guy. His name is Batista. Uh, the funny part is that his real name is Batista, and he was known for the he was doing this announcer, baseball announcer, and he's Dominican, so it's like we would always do some collabs where it's like, oh, why don't I be the doesn't understand Spanish when I'm in your neighborhood, and he's talk, and I'm like, so we make these funny bits where it's like, you know, where is Barclays Center, right? And he's like, well, Barclays Center, he says it in Spanish, and
Yeah.
I go, he points me at him, and then I walk. Of course, Vine was only seconds. I walk, and the pun of the video was me in a parking center instead of Barclays Center instead of the arena.
Oh, dude,
So
that's
those
funny.
are one of the
Yeah.
funny.
Well, it does. I think a lot of people don't realize it does take time to like come up with that kind of content stuff and like put together a little skit. It's not always. It's just hopping on and staring in front of your phone and making a funny video.
Yeah, it takes to make a good scene. You need two people. First of all, you need a good angle, and you need a good like 6 second script because Vine is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
That's how it
only
was.
6 seconds. So now that obviously Vine died and stuff, did you transition over to TikTok?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't. TikTok was not big as it is now, but Vine died around like what 2013,
Something like that. Yeah, pretty early.
and I was like, okay, now that my comfort zone, my space, like to get out of reality is gone. What am I gonna do? I was looking at other copy type apps like Vine, like those all crashed and burned. So I saw Twitch like this. My brother does YouTube, but then I saw
Right.
Twitch, and I was like, what is this Twitch thing? I checked it out. I started seeing how it was. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know any streamers. I didn't watch any streamers. I streamed it from the PS4. So I was just like streaming the Twitch platform on the PS4. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like playing the video games. I didn't know how to. I didn't interact with the people. I didn't know what was going on. I just
But you were broadcasting though, yeah.
say again.
You
Say
you
again?
you were still broadcasting. You still had your video out there though.
I was broadcasting. I was being oblivious. In the beginning, it was just like, why? What is this new platform? I was trying to get it. I was trying to get the feel of it. I didn't like it. I stopped it. So I was like, okay. So for a couple months, I stopped that, and I started again. And then this time, I added a camera. I added the camera. I added the comments now, and that's when it just all started. It started clicking. Like I think I could get away from again like reality, whatever bad is happening around the world.
Yeah.
Focus on me. And it just started there. I just planted the seed. I guess you say plant. The
Yeah,
seed.
put it right there. Yeah, planted it there. Wow, man. Yeah. So, and how long? So, how long ago was that? You said you Vine died in 2013. So, how long have you been doing this for?
Well, so that's what is it, 2020 now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it has been now over 2 years and March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 2 years and 9 months. So I started Twitch, what, 2017 around there,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. So 4 years after Vine was like dead.
Damn, man. But I mean, it's so right away. We had another Twitch streamer on here beforehand, and I asked him the same question. Like right away, did you notice? Was it hard to keep up with followers? Did you have a good, community right away, or did you take some time?
It took me it took me a while, but again, it's of course when you're starting out, it's like you don't know nobody. I knew a couple people transitioned from Vine to Twitch,
Oh, okay, yeah,
and some of these Viners are actually like partners now on Twitch, which is awesome. And
yeah.
the community
Congratulations to them. That's incredible.
the Vine community is such a small community. Even though it seems like it's a big platform like Twitch is, it's also like a small community. So I got to know some of the Viners, and I went to their streams now that I know this Twitch thing, and they gave me shout outs. It's like, hey, check out, some of the Sono kids. I went to their streams, just started on the stream. Now that I know.
Oh, sorry about that. A little echo came in. My bad. You cut out for just a moment. What'd you say?
So I was saying, Vine had a community where they brought the community into Twitch, and then of course I knew them personally, so I went to their streams. I got to know them, and they would give me a shout out, and from there, like I knew Poto. His name is Poto now, and he helped me out. He really helped me out, like really helped me out, like this the software, the gadgets, the hardware, all the lighting, all the stuff to like set it professionally.
Yeah. So,
And
what were some of like? Obviously, you need the microphones, you need the lights, the camera, all that kind of stuff. Did you kind of have to grab that all at once? And obviously, you wanted to do it right. Was it? It must have been difficult to do that though.
yeah, the main thing was to focus to get it is a PC for sure.
The PC,
Like, get a good
yeah.
So yeah, I focused on that first, and the second thing was a mic. Yeah, so I got the mic and a PC. The PC was pre-built, so
Okay, yeah.
and the camera I had was the one that I'm sure everybody has now, which is like the C920 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's crazy, man. The market almost was changed a little bit for people like us. Like there was almost a need really quickly for that kind of equipment, And I think it does attest to Twitch and Twitch streamers and things like that. And that's really awesome, man, that you said that he was shouting you out, because really that's just the way to do it. Like I said earlier in the show, you did the same for us, and we've done the same for you, and everyone that I've seen come by your channel also, they're shouting out people, guys like Porter and Pez, that you part of your community. They're always shouting people out, shouting other people out, shouting you out. That's just the way to do it, man.
Like, yeah, the big thing was I met Creepy Horseman through Poto now, Poto, and that's where I got to find some like amazing people on Twitch, like just keeping in contact. It felt like a small family, like we were growing. Poto, Creepy Horseman, and then I met like Pez. I met King Scuba Steve. I met all these other great people, like Lags the Greek, all these other guys, and then it's like under one another streams, I've met some amazing people, and we became attached and became good friends over the 2 year span, which is amazing.
And everyone that you just mentioned, I know most of the people that you mentioned. when I met all of them, they're very personable, and I think I can attest that to you because you're personable and you're with these people that you're building the community with. Like you said, it was something like your little family, and they're always welcome, man. People always come in. They're always saying hi. They're always saying hi to new people. Doesn't matter who you are, obviously, unless you do some bullshit. But but they're everyone is so well community within the little channel that you built.
Yeah, I try to keep it where it's a safe environment and positivity, of course. You gotta have positivity always and keep it troll free, as they say.
Yeah.
No bad stuff, and I'm just my mother. People say, someone your mother raised you right. You're a good person. I just try to, this is me. I'm not being no.
You're not fake. Yeah.
Yeah, two-faced or something like that.
Right.
So I try to spread, the love and positivity to everybody. If they're having a bad day, I try to talk to them and see if I could cheer them up. If I could make them smile, I did a good job. I'm happy with that. Get their day through.
Yeah, man. Because even on your Discord, we were gonna talk about this later. When we talk about it now, it's fine. Even on your Discord, you've got a section for selfies, and people are posting in there, and people are coming, hey, looking good, And then you got the dogs one in there, and you got one in there for people who want to talk about movies or whatever, really. And then you got one for just people making conversation, and people are always making conversation. They're always staying in touch with each other.
Yeah, the funny thing is, my Discord, the name is the club.
The club, yeah.
So I make it as like it's a club, So there's like a VIP section, there's a lounge section, there's all these other like rooms. But like you said, there's like selfies. There's a selfie section. People, it's a loving community, and I love everybody and each and everybody in that community that are knowing each other. Saying what's up to each other. It's just awesome. I just love seeing everybody say hi. And if they're not having a good day and they don't say hi, they probably will come back the next day and say hi. It's just I always like to keep up with them too. So.
Well, when you make that point, that brings me to my next question. What is your driving force behind being a Twitch streamer and being here?
When I made Vines, I wanted to make people smile.
Okay.
I wanted them to let me see what someone is Vine. What is he doing? And if I made that person smile, then I did a good job. It thrives me and it gives me passion to continue it. So when that Vine died, I was like, what am I gonna do? So Twitch, two things were now that are implemented is playing video games, which I love. And just making people happy and relaxed in
all the same time, yeah.
At the same time, while watching me play games, or me acting like a fool. So.
Well, that's a very humble and nobling response, and definitely the response that I knew you were gonna say, because you see so many people on here, man, and they're downright. There's no better way to say it. They're just fucking assholes, And all they care about is trying to get the viewerships and trying to get as many people in there as they can. And I've been in there, like, someone asking a question, even if it's like, in my opinion, I don't really think there is a stupid question on Twitch, unless it's it's warranted. But when you're asking a question about the gameplay and stuff like that, or you're asking a question to the streamer, I saw a guy, and I don't remember whose stream I was watching. It was some fucking random guy, but there's someone had asked a question about the game, and he just not only did he didn't even answer his question. He said the question, but then went and belittled him on top of that question. So, and it's unfortunate, but that's just the market that there is right now. There's so many people out there that aren't doing that because they care about themselves. And for you to hear that you say, literally, the first words out of your mouth were, I did it to make people smile.
That's it. I don't try to talk down to anybody. If I see some familiar face, I'm very thrilled to see them. I'm happy that they're there, and I if I don't talk to them or catch up in Discord, I'll talk to them, catch up in the stream. If there's somebody new, I welcome them in with open arms. But But of course, there are people where they're they just try to troll, or I just try not to like look at it or focus at it. But if it gets to that point, of course I have if I'm not available. Back then, I didn't have people to help me out there, but we have so much support now.
Yeah.
We have like amazing mods in my community, and I love them dearly. And if it wasn't for them, there are times where I didn't catch it, and they caught it, and they had to time them out or ban them.
Right. Yeah. Well, shout out to them. I know you got Pez Girl. She's one of the best mods I've seen in a long time. Always in the streams. Always telling people what's going on.
Yeah, she's amazing. Again, I met Pez through Creepy Horseman stream, and it was just a blessing to meet her. She's one of the OGs. So
yeah, OG. Yeah. And the craziest Pez collection I've ever seen.
Yeah, shout out to Pez, because she continues to grow her collection. That's amazing.
It's awesome, dude. So what do you do outside of Twitch? Because there are people that sit behind the computer all day long, but
well, what I do outside of Twitch, I also kind of like while I was going to school, I was learning to be a graphic designer, a web designer, and I was studying computer science for my degree. So that took a wrong turn. So
how do you mean? What do you mean? Which? So you're studying computer science for bachelor's?
Yeah, for bachelor's. Yeah.
And which university did you attend?
Lehman College.
Nice.
Here in New York. And got the computer science degree.
Hell yeah.
But like I said in the beginning of the show, it's like you love to do something for a while and then you stop. It's like I'm not thrilled. I'm not excited for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what happened was I started liking to do graphic design because I used to like draw when I was younger, like cartoons and Sonic the Hedgehog, Mickey Mouse, all that stuff. I used to draw that, and being that the internet and technology was getting bigger with Photoshop and all these programs coming out, I was like, oh man, I want to be a graphic designer now. So I was like, I could do that as a side gig. If I ever get my actual job. So my side gig was being a web designer, and that got to a point where it's like, okay, now now I could do this like graphics, like logos and stuff as a thing, but it could also be like a hobby too. So outside of Twitch, I do that. I do graphic designings. To this day, I still always keep it new with the graphics and
yeah, man, you gotta always continue and push through that creative and artistic passion. So it's good that you found that a good hobby and a gig for you to do outside of this, because you could drive yourself nuts doing this.
Yeah.
So you operate across multiple platforms, and by that I mean you do the Twitch, you have your Discord, Instagram, stuff like that. What is it like to have to manage all of that?
Oh man, it's tough.
Yeah.
But I keep it at a pace. But when I wake up, I just see like 20 million like notifications.
The phone never stops.
Each social media. So it's like, oh wow, I'm overwhelmed. But I take it hour by hour. Like, let me focus on this one first, and then I'll focus on Twitter after, or then Instagram after that. So it's like,
Yeah, man, and you got that's crazy too, because you just don't. At this point, do you have to see yourself as a brand almost? Would you agree?
Yeah, I don't want to say no, but say yes at the same time. I wanted at a long time. I wanted to make it as a brand, Sono Kid. But I don't know. Maybe in the future, yeah. As of right now, I just want to see where the road is taking me to right now.
Yeah.
And I'm loving every second of it. 2020 has been not a good year for everybody, but this Twitch ride, what's going on with me growing bigger and getting support within the past 3-4 months has been amazing, and
Yeah, man.
I just hope it continues.
You've gotten so much popularity recently. I remember the other day I went back on your Twitch because I missed your stream, but the notification was still there, so I was clicking on to see what if you were still live, you had gone off, but you had already had 145 replays on the broadcast that I had missed about half an hour earlier, and that's awesome.
That's insane.
It's crazy, dude. I was like, and I texted you. I was like, "What the heck's going on, man? This is awesome! Like, congrats for that!" And you hit how many followers you had now? I remember when you hit your 500 mark. That was awesome. And now what are you at now?
We hit the 500 mark around my birthday, around August.
Which was also a
And-
super fun stream, by the way. Your birthday stream.
Thank you.
That was so fucking
again,
lit.
I try to make it fun and entertaining and crazy. People are like, "Why is he dancing? What's going on?"
We had the Sono Club going on for real.
I mean, we hit like 2 goals that month, which I never thought it would be happening. Which is like we hit 500 followers. We hit 100 subs that day on my birthday. I couldn't believe that we hit that goal, and I was overwhelmed by it. I almost like teared too. Actually, I kind of did.
Yeah, man.
Witnessing it, like I can't believe we hit the goal, the 100 sub goal. I was like so thrilled, and I just have to keep my composure because I don't want to be crazy stream and everything. But yeah, 500, and today I think we just 640. Oh,
Wow, congratulations, man. 640 followers. It's
like 140 within the last August, September, October, 2 months and a half. It's crazy.
It's a lot of people, man. A lot of people are tuning in to see what you got going on. Plus, the streams are fun too. You always got a lot of fan interaction and, the battle royales and all that stuff.
Yeah, I try to make it. I try to interact with everybody in chat. I talk to them.
Yeah.
And I just want to welcome them. I want to make them say, "Hey, what's up, Sono?" Yeah, and I'm like, "Hey, what's
Yeah.
going on, man? How's your day?" Just I have to. I want them to stay to watch. And hang out, and chill. Just have fun while
Have a good time, yeah.
me being an idiot. Sometimes me being an idiot.
Probably, I loved it during the Halloween when you had that game and you had the people allowed to you spend your keys and you could make the children's laugh and the screams and all that stuff. That was so funny, dude. Just getting the screams in there.
Yeah, that was like one of the newest ideas that it's not like new, but it's new to my channel, and I tried it out, and oh my god, everybody picked it up. I'm gonna I want to try something new with the channel points now, where it's like I see people use their Twitch channel points, and it makes the stream interact. So I want to learn that because I've seen other streamers do that, which is cool. Oh, let me press this amount of Twitch channel points to make him change a different scene, which is cool. You could control.
It's awesome, yeah.
My stream. I want to try that out.
Do a little and that's really a lot of interaction there, a lot of fan interaction there.
Yeah, I want to make it where it's not only me, but I want everybody else to interact and have fun.
Yeah, man. We could do the flashing lights for the dance. Hit the dance one.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Yeah. So you also have your own podcast as well, right?
Yeah, it's the Ringside Seat podcast. It's me with King Scuba Steve. So I met through Creepy Horseman and Poto. So it's all about wrestling. And as you know,
Kenny Omega. Yeah.
Got the Kenny Omega shirt on. AEW.
I had to wear the OGBC, the Bullet Club. Me and Sono, big Bullet Club members. I like we threw that up right at the same time. That was great. Too sweet. Now, personally,
Nice.
I know we're probably going to lose some people on this, but me personally, you know, the Bullet Club's kind of evolved to the Nightmare family a little bit.
Kinda, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah, so wrestling has obviously been a huge influence on you, right, in media and everything as well.
As much as I love gaming, wrestling was also a passion that I grew up watching. Going all the way back to the Hogan era, Ultimate Warrior. WrestleMania 6 was like the most memorable moment I remember when they faced each other, and I
Yeah.
wore the Ultimate Warrior face paint on my face at my friend, and he was a Hogan fan. He was like, "Are you really wearing an Ultimate Warrior face paint right now?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Hell yeah.
And then for that rest of the summer, because of WrestleMania comes out in the early
spring, yeah.
we were not talking.
It was
We
that
weren't
serious
talking
back
because-
then.
Because I was, I think, if I recall, the Warrior did win that match against Hogan.
Yeah.
And he was pissed.
I mean, that's how good it was back then too, man. It was so real. It was, I mean, not so real, but they made it seem so real, and that's especially for kids that age as well. It
Yeah.
was so great. So tell us about your podcast. What kind of content do you do on the Ringside Seat?
We just me and Scuba, we just talk about weekly events, what's going on with the the shows, the main shows, which is like WWE, AEW,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on their brands and everything. Also, we try to get into like New Japan and Ring of Honor too. TNA, well, not TNA, Impact.
Impact, yeah.
But Scuba's he's a big WCW fan, but he really is now starting to like AEW. He did the WWE, whatever they're doing right now, it's not really going well.
No, yeah.
I have fallen off. I haven't seen WWE in months, but I saw the recent pay-per-view with you, of course, AJ,
Yeah.
the LaSalle, which was good. I liked it.
Yeah, not bad. It was fun.
But I'm excited to see not promoting AEW, but
Love AW,
Full
man.
Gear this Saturday.
Yeah, Full Gear this Saturday, bro. But that
Yeah,
just goes
can't
back. That just goes back to what I was saying earlier. Now, you've got a lot of people in your inner circle, like the club, if you will, that are wrestling fans, and then they also stick around because they like what they see, and they see the video games, and they're also I've seen not just myself and other people talk a lot of wrestling stuff on your streams as well. Your regular streams is what I mean, and that's pretty cool too. So that's just another community that you've added on top, and like you said, your two favorite passions at one time.
Yeah. I try to like make everything like intertwined with each other, and it's great to like out of like getting to know one another, like Skull Roots a big wrestling fan, and just like it's great to acknowledge that there are wrestling fans out there in the Twitch community, in my community, and I always talk about stuff like that, especially you, AJ.
Yeah,
AJ,
man.
And
Well, I'm always down to talk wrestling, whatever, man. It's the best, especially just stuff to talk about stuff of the past. It's a good time. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but other members of your family also do a lot of content creation as well, right?
yeah, my brother, he started this before. He started before me doing all this Twitch stuff, but he's on YouTube, so he does Let's Play games.
Yeah.
When he first started YouTube, he was all about the Five Nights at Freddy. He loves that stuff. He loves scary games, spooky games. And he would always tell me, "Yo, when are you gonna start playing scary games?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't think so."
No.
I didn't really do scary games until recently, like this year. I started. I was like, okay, let me go through it. Constantly. The most scary game I played was Resident Evil Remastered, and that was like earlier in the year, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you've done family member projects. What I mean by that, you've done other stuff like with your brother. I remember you can tell the fans. Me personally, I and your brother sat down and played Fall Guys. when it first came out.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we always do, well, before I was like streaming Twitch, I would always collab with him on his YouTube, playing his, games that he wants to play, like Overcooked 2,
Yeah.
or Sea of Thieves. Um, it's an amazing time, and I love it when I play with him all the time, video games. And also wrestling talk, we always just say, okay, Sasha Banks is hotter than Nikki Cross, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
dude.
here we go.
But he has his say of the diva, the women of WWE. And I would say same thing where Alexa Bliss is 5 feet of fury and all that stuff.
Hell yeah, man. And that's awesome, man, to be able to work with your brother and stuff that, both of y'all are doing and a passion like that.
Yeah.
So, and at this point, obviously, we see the hat you got there, the Sono Kid merch. What was it, at one point did you realize that you wanted to start making merch, and who designed a lot of your merch?
Well, the logo was designed from an artist in Fiverr.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else, like the layouts of my stream, it's all like Nerd or Die and all that stuff. Some of the graphics I do personally, like the emotes was also like Fiverr, but I would alter it and fix it up to my liking. But as for like the merch, when did I think about that? I didn't really think about it. I was just like, let me make something. If people like me for who I am, I'll just throw up something up there, which was just my logo on a shirt. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were actually like, I was surprised at, people were buying the merch. And I was like, oh wow, people were actually buying an amazing thing to support me and on for the stream, of course. And I was like, awesome.
How many merch items do you have now?
Oh well, it was at a point at like 5, but right now the merch is off. Right now, I'm redoing the merch and everything.
Yeah.
I think it'll be ready by like January. Right now, I'm just taking the toll back. The other day, it's funny you say merch because Rhino, a person who's like following me, he's like, "Yo, where's your merch link?" And I was like, my merch link is down right now. It's being revamped." And he's like, "Oh, damn, I want to buy some merch from you." I'm like, "Oh, damn."
Want to get some stuff, man.
And I had to take my merch link off, and I was like, "Oh, he was gonna buy some merch." So.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely look forward to the newer merch and all that stuff. Are you still gonna have the Sono Club, like the one like kind of like the Bullet Club one?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be definitely because I try to again make it wrestling with
Yeah, into the games.
even though that Sono Club kind of looks like the Bullet Club kind of thing, but I tweaked it a little there so it wouldn't be
Yeah. So tell us then some of your favorite games that you like to play on stream. What are you playing the most, really?
Back in the day, it was Call of Duty for sure, but it just got so much repetitive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I said, I think I'm gonna take a break from Call of Duty, and I want to go somewhere different instead of first-person shooting video games all the time.
Kind of a Call of Duty hiatus.
Yeah, Call of Duty hiatus. So I tried out, other games. I mean, I streamed Call of Duty and Apex a lot, but then now I was like, let me get into these scary games because I want to try something different. And I think people tunes into these kind of games because they want to see the streamer like
scared.
Their reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I started playing Dead by Daylight. I started playing Pacify. Emily Wants to Play. All these games were like And Phasmophobia. I love Phasmophobia. That's what I've been playing recently.
Yeah, a lot of
Streaming a
Phasmophobia.
lot.
Yeah.
And I think I want to continue that. I also want to finish off the Alien Isolation game that I've been playing recently. A lot of people are like, "Yo, that's a great game to play." So I've
Yeah.
been playing that.
One of the best games, really. I love the Alien Isolation.
Alien Isolation, right?
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
With the inclusion of a lot of the bigger, more popular games this year, such as like Fall Guys, Among Us, and stuff like that, you got to keep up with that, right? As a streamer.
Oh yeah, I try to definitely. When there's a new game out and if it's free, hey, why not, right?
Right.
So when Fall Guys came out, PlayStation 4, I was like, let me try it, and I liked it. Now the second season comes out and it's all revamped and it's a little harder, and I was like, okay, what happened? What happened to this game? And I was like, it's still fun, but challenging now, more challenging. And I was like, oh man.
Is there any games out there that you're just like, nah, fuck that, I won't stream that, I don't want to do that?
Yeah, there's a stream that has to deal with the night, and it's also with deals with a utensil called fork.
Yeah. No, I don't want to play that shit either. God fucking damn it, who designed that bullshit?
I mean, I started streaming with that game, to be honest. That game and Destiny 2. Those two games I started streaming with. That's the funny part. And Destiny 2 is coming out with new content next week. I'm just so thrilled that they're finally coming out with new content.
Yeah,
so,
man.
I'll be streaming that again too, as well. But Alien Isolation, though, is definitely a game that I gotta finish. And people are telling me, you gotta finish this game, man. I'm like, and I will finish this game for you and for me.
Oh yeah, man. And plus, people like to watch like some of the story. It's almost like watching a TV show a little bit, 'cause to kind of see what you're doing on it, how far you've gotten into it. Tune in next time, see if you're still in the same spot, things like that.
Yeah, this past recent stream, somebody came in and she was talking about, Ridley Scott, the person creator, the mind out of Aliens and everything,
Yeah.
and was telling bit by bit about this game. Was like, this game is awesome, and this was great before Ridley Scott's ego blew up, and I was like, oh man, it's like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So besides games and wrestling and stuff like that, what are some of your other, bigger media influences?
I mean, I love, I always like to stay healthy.
Okay.
And I look at like fitness and everything. I want to, at least keep up to date, like what are like good exercises, because we all know like a certain part of your body's like, oh, it's messed up. What do I gotta do?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta learn that, and then you also gotta try to constantly remember that. So I try to keep up to date. Like if something's hurting, like my back or my arm or my leg, I try to just like read or see on the internet what's going on with make it better or make it stronger.
Kind of do your own physical therapy research a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. It's always good to have other hobbies, and we always push, for fitness as well, because we've had other people on the stream that talk about fitness. One of our other podcaster, Griffin, he's swole daddy. He's in the gym every day. So, well, man, we got through most of the questions that we wanted to get with you. I just wanted to spend the last little bit here talking a little bit of the news with what's going on. So UFC and the other sports guys over at EA Sports are talking about NHL and Madden and those guys. They signed a 10-year deal now, so we're into 2030. EA Sports, and that just literally means no one else for the next part of this, console war decade, we should say, is going to be dominated by EA Sports.
So you said what? UFC, hockey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Madden.
What else?
Madden, FIFA, obviously FIFA. They're always going to probably stick around with EA, but I mean, there are other developers doing other stuff. Doing like 2K, obviously with their form. They got basketball. I think I've heard they're doing something with football as well. eFootball doing soccer. You know, there are other avenues, but they are the massive competitor. And also UFC, man, that is the only combat sport video game that has that kind of deal right now. WWE doesn't even have a fucking game besides that shit cartoon bullshit.
That Battleground thing?
Yeah, Battleground, you know.
Maybe WWE should sign with EA, huh?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I said it once before that probably wouldn't be that bad of an idea, and then it might possibly happen, especially what they put into UFC and the amount of work they're putting into that game. Which, don't get me wrong, UFC is a great game. I enjoy it. I think that they pull and take some stuff that's not necessary, you know, and I think that they add some stuff that sometimes isn't too necessary with the different updates every year, but they don't know sometimes when not to fix what's not broken.
Yeah, for sure. Going off of subject, but I can't wait to see AEW, their video game.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be incredible. I'm excited for that. I have a hunch that Virtual Basement are the ones designing it, because I saw earlier this summer like model scans of Brian Cage and other AEW wrestlers, and I'm like, I wonder if you guys are the ones doing it. Who knows? But I remember Cody came out a couple weeks ago, Cody Rhodes, and said that, and Kenny Omega also said that, you know, they're working on it. Let it take some time, which, I mean, I'm ready. Let it take some time, but I want to play something, you know, I want to play a good wrestling game.
Yeah, I do too. I was like looking forward to that retro wrestling game as well.
Yeah.
And didn't happen. They
didn't happen.
pushed it back.
Yeah. Oh man, too many delays this year, man. But we are now 7 days away from the next consoles releasing. And Xbox, I have already started to release some of their consoles to some of the reviewers and professional critics and stuff like that. I know yourself, you pre-ordered. Which one did you pre-order?
The Series X.
The Series X, yeah. Well, with Xbox, some of the professionals, man, they're saying that they're not fully impressed with the Series X. But they are saying the Series S is cool. It was a cool little inclusion. Definitely something different. So you don't have to break the bank too much. But some people are saying that it's not what it was promised. And obviously we don't know yet. And you know, we can take what they're saying for a grain of salt. But who knows? A week away from launch, man.
Yeah, the thing is that you know, these new consoles will generate 4K gaming. Well, most of us, I don't know if all of us, but most of us don't have a 4K TV.
Right. And not even that, you know, that brings me up. We were going to talk about that, one of the other topics, that not even 4K, you need 120 fucking hertz to run these things at best things. I don't know. Most people don't have that shit. Most people didn't even know that was an option unless you're really tech guy and you know. So
yeah, I mean, people can see the. I know for Xbox they can run it at 180, you know, 1080. Sorry, 1080.
Yeah.
At 60 frames per second, but that's 1080, and that's not, you know, 4K gaming. So
yeah.
It's like.
Well, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I hope that that either side is not a letdown, and I mean, it's going to be a tough market the next few weeks, especially going to the holidays and then going into Christmas. And I myself not even sure if I'm going to be able to get one. I didn't even get the pre-order because there was just a shit show of doing that. So of either side.
Are you going for the Series X or the?
Oh hell no! You know me, bro. I'm going for the 5. Sony all day. I'm loyal to them since forever, and I probably will be for a long time.
Yeah, I will definitely get the PlayStation 5, but right now, the Series X is available. I jumped on them.
Yeah, man. It's a smart decision though, gaming wise. What I will tell you, what's not available in some places, the Switch. The inflation continues to rise, bro. Going all over the place. People want this fucking thing. 200% of sales, up in sales since coronavirus started. That's nuts.
Hey, I mean, you know, it's holiday season. Switch is it's probably gonna outdo the Series X. Watch. The S, not the Series X, the Series S.
Yeah,
watch.
the S, yeah. I just feel bad, man, for whatever freaking processing or shipping plants that Nintendo's working out of. They must be fucking pushing those things out because the inflation, especially here in the American market, they fucking. There was once upon a time, back in March, there was no Switches in most states. That's crazy.
Yeah, you couldn't find one. You
Couldn't find one.
at all.
That's crazy. What a time, man. What a time that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But yeah, man, those were all the news topics that we wanted to talk about, and we're getting here. I know you wanted to do your later stream for tonight. But just Aoski says Sony for the win. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I just wanted to thank you again for coming by. Like we said, the 25th 25th episode of our weekly episodic podcast. And you're one of our OG supporters, and come by and all that. But I'm going to cut to you. The floor is yours for whatever you'd like. You can plug and say whatever you need. I'm gonna look for someone to raid, and then we'll do our shout outs.
Oh, all me. Okay.
All you, sir.
Well, first and foremost, AG, thank you for having me on the show, and much love to you guys, you and your community as well. Amazing bunch. You guys have grown tremendously. Continue continue what you do, man. And as for me, I'm just a guy that just likes to play video games and be funny and try to be funny. And if you want to check out, come by on my stream, hey, what's up? I'll definitely interact and talk with you because I love to talk to the viewer and get to know them. It's all about the viewers seeing me. It's not about me, I just try to do my best to show my love and support to back. That's what it is. And as for the future of what I'm gonna do for gaming, I'm gonna continue the scary, spooky games and play some Destiny for now as well. And I'm excited for next week. Let's see what's going on with the console wars. Let's see what's gonna go happen.
It's gonna be intense, man. It's gonna be intense.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, man. We're gonna cut over to our shout outs now. Thank you again to ROE Gaming Havelock in North Carolina. Go over there and make sure that you pull up and give them a visit at their gaming store. Hybrid ATX Summer Camp down in Texas for building better gamers, and the Orlando Wizard. Some good news. Him and I tomorrow night are headed out on the town. We're gonna do the Player One bar here in Orlando. We're gonna do a review. He's gonna show me how he does this thing as well. Shout out over to modernprogramming.com. Our app developer Chris DeWeese, great guy. Wonderful games. Anti-Pong is available on iTunes as well as Dodge the Blocks, and you can head on to modernprogramming.com to see more of his educational games. Shout out to Floppy and the Sleepy Planet and the creative director over there, Remy Crespo. We are waiting for that game, man. We are waiting. I'm very excited. And shout out to the Fit and Prep food delivery for keeping your boy in shape and swole. Our VIP fan for the month of November is Gage Got Games. And our newest fans, shout out to Fit and Prep, the Panda Man, always running in 78. And of course, shout out to Pez Girl 2003 for the follow. Head on over to etgactual.com. You can check us out and check out what we're about and some of our articles as well that I've wrote. You can follow myself, AJ East Coast, on everything. And November is the Men's Health month for all of November, and we're doing a Men's Health fundraiser for Movember here. And this is the link that we have. You can subscribe to the podcast on Apple, Amazon, Spotify. All you have to do is search ETG Actual, and you see it here, the Sono Kid logo. Make sure you check out his stream as well. Sono, you're welcome to throw down your stream into the Twitch, your link. Just about to cut over real quick, but we wanted to get a little personal with you guys for just a moment. Before we go off the air, we wanted to talk a little bit about Movember and Men's Health. We did the same thing last month with breast cancer awareness. We talked a little bit. Movember is something that's very serious to me. I take it's very personable. I hold it very dear. I wish I could grow facial hair because I'd grow out an awesome, super cool beard, but it's just not going to happen. But Men's Health was something that came for me. And it came for me pretty bad, and I was very affected by it. And now I would really like, to continue to educate other young men and make sure that men know about men's health, and anywhere from physiologically all the way to mental health. It's very important. We're, like they said over at Movember, we got feelings too. So if you can, don't shave, grow out your mustache, do your whole thing. And we also have our donation as well. But so no, that is it, my friend. That is our 25th episode. And I found someone to raid. His name is, they are Full Sail Armada, the esports team. They're playing Rainbow Six Siege. So you guys head over there and check them out. If that's it, man, that's all for me.
All right, AJ, thank you for having me again, and continue up with the amazing work here at ETG, man.
Thank you, sir. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week, and look forward to our video for tomorrow night, our mobile interview. My name is AJ East Coast, and I've been your host. I'll see you next week.